the southern part of Russia. The largest grain harvest over the last 15 years. Bread, something which many can't imagine their life without. This bakery, which produces 90 tons of it daily, works non-stop. The whole batch is distributed to Moscow groceries afterwards. Alexander has been working here for 7 years.
All the ingredients here are Russian: margarine, filler, flour, sugar and salt. Even the yeast is Russian.
Apart from the components, most of the outfit here is foreign.
Well, because all the foreign equipment works better than domestic. I don't know why.
There are 2 Russian stoves in the bakery, the woman says. They've been in use for more than 20 years and don't work properly. These silos on a collective farm west of Moscow are the same age. Each of the 24 stores 1.5 million tons of grain. The director shows us one which collapsed under the weight of grain. The beans are not supposed to hold it for a long period of time, he says, but there isn't enough room for all the harvest they have. So they are selling it for what the director says is a very cheap price, nearly 15 cents a kilo.
I don't know the price on the international markets, but I don't think it's the same as what we're selling grain for here in Russia. Actually, it's a situation where everybody's talking about a global financial crisis, but the farms are brimming with grain. It seems nonsensical.
As this year's harvest has been collected, Russian farmers are already waiting for a new one.
I think a lot of people are looking at agriculture as maybe one of the safest sectors to invest financing in, because it is a product that most likely is going to be the last on the list that people are going to stop consuming.
This field is sowed with a frost-resistant wheat, and the yield over the coming years promises to be rich. With the record-high grain harvest, Russia is facing a new problem. The country's grain union says Russia has storage capacity for less than 100 million tons, so most of the experts agree the country needs to build more elevators like this one, set alone expenses for rail, road and power connections, ahead of increasing production. Naida Azizova, RT, Moscow region.